What's going on, guys? It's Tony with Things That Don't Suck, and today we're bringing you a hardcore domination gameplay on the map Interchange. I do play hardcore quite a bit. It's probably a 50-50, maybe even 60-40 that I play hardcore. I like playing it, but normally YouTube doesn't really do hardcore footage, so if you do like it, if it's something you enjoy, something you want to see more of, let me know, and I definitely have a lot of content I can pump out. So I'm going to be talking to you today a little bit about just what needs to be patched in general in the game and fixed, and also just what my likes and dislikes for the game has been so far now that it's been out for a little bit. The class I'm using today is the CM901 assault rifle. It's like the second or third time I've ever used it. Just not a gun I typically run with, but it ends up being pretty good for this gameplay. My perk setup is sleight of hand, quick draw, and dead silence, which is literally almost every class I have. It's just what I like to use. I don't know. You guys, if you use it, you'll see why. It gives me every advantage I want and lets me reload and aim and do everything I want quickly and with dead silence silently. So let's talk a little bit about the things I want patched. The game overall, it feels pretty nice. It's kind of like Modern Warfare 2, like I've mentioned before. But I mean, I enjoyed Modern Warfare 2, so for me it really isn't that big of a deal. But we do have some issues that definitely need to be fixed, and things that should have been fixed to begin with. First things first is lag compensation. I mean, they tried doing it, it was a good idea, but it just isn't working, and so they really need to just fix whatever they have to fix for this lag to just be gone, because honestly, a lot of the times I get killed on I'm shooting them on my screen, and it looks like I killed them, and on their screen I hadn't even, taken a single shot. The second thing that kind of really pisses me off is the invite button is broken. Obviously, I'm sure everyone's noticed that you can't use your invite button to invite someone into a multiplayer party. You have to go into your Xbox guide and invite them manually, which is a pain in the ass, and it's almost pointless because why would you make that menu if it's not working? Another thing that really bothers me is I use Turtle Beaches, and I'm sure half the people who watch these videos use some sort of headset, and game volume is good, but we have music volume, and then Black Ops and other games you could adjust your music volume, and in this game you don't have that option, and I just cannot stand the music constantly playing, or at the end of a match when you're winning and it just blazes through your headset and it's trying, it's just something I don't enjoy, and really it's just bothering me. And lastly, well, not lastly, I'm sure there's plenty of other things that you guys can think of. Obviously, let me know if you have other things you can't stand about the game, but my problem is with the broken matchmaking lobbies. A lot of the times I roll with 4 or 5 full teams, and we'll get into a lobby that has no one in there, and no one will join. We'll be in there for 4 or 5 minutes, nothing, having to come back out and go back in. And it happens when there's an empty lobby, it happens when there's a couple people in the lobby. It's just very aggravating, and there's just a couple of little things that if they fix it, would just make this game so much better. It's I don't know. I enjoy the game, obviously, but I feel like there should be a little bit more support when it comes to that. So for hardcore game types, I like to pick up ballistic vests as frequently as possible. Normally 1 or 2 of my teammates run with it. I normally just use kill streaks because trying to help the team out by keeping their team dead. But ballistic vests work really well because it's like almost having the same kind of health you would in core, and it's in hardcore, so they'll take a couple shots at you, think you're dead, and turn around, and you can just pick them off really easily. Basic strategy, obviously, for domination or for any game type is to capture 2 flags and leave them spawning in whichever flag you don't like. A, C. I personally like having A and B on this map. I just feel like C gets stuck all the way in that back, and it's just a pain in the ass. And I also think that A side is higher than B side, and I'm a huge fan of high ground advantage. I don't know if you guys pay attention, but high ground in this game somehow makes a difference. I don't understand how a gun shoots better aiming downward than upward, but at least it feels to me that whenever I'm looking down at someone, I get the kill more so than if they're trying to look up at me. Other than that, I mean, really just playing the way I normally play. Right here is a good example of why if someone's shooting at you and they're behind a cover or they're trying to move in and out, just don't stop shooting. Always just keep trying to aim up and trying to keep shooting because they're most likely going to push back out and try to kill you. At least it's my experience. Or throw some flashes and throw some nades, But definitely don't just look away or wait for them to come out. Like I just continuously fire, and if it hits, it hits. Normally, if I get stuck or if I get flashed, I'm just not going to stop firing because worst comes to worst, you get a kill. It's why stop when there's a possibility that you'll get one? And very very often I end up getting kills that I probably shouldn't have had, but it's just from shooting when I think I should be shooting. Other than that, hardcore is one of those game types where you want to catch the enemy off guard. If you don't want to have a gunfight because there's really no such thing as gunfight. Whoever shoots who first wins. But the video's wrapping up. Here is a game-winning kill cam. I try to get game-winning kill cams as much as possible, but you never can account for it. But if you like the video, if you like the commentary, if you want to see more hardcore, please let me know. And check out our site at thingsdon'tsuck.info. Thanks, guys.
UAV online. UAV online. Standing by. Predator missile ready for launch. Repeat. Predator missile ready for launch. Friendly Predator missile inbound. Helicopter standing by. Friendly Hind inbound. UAV online.